So we're going for a little ride in a project that is just delivering. And I wanted to take a minute and grab the camera along and just express my honor and gratitude to the owner for allowing us and coming to us to build this car. Internally, the project was rags to riches. And the storyline behind it, this was a one-owner GTI, 2002 Mark IV, was given birth with a 1.8 turbo in the front. And the owner had gone through school, had at one point maybe even lived in the car, getting his business up and off the ground. And the sentimental connection to what this Volkswagen did to support him through his journey through life was strong enough that when he had an opportunity, when the stars aligned for him and he could depart with the car, he sent it up to our team to resurrect forgotten dreams. You know, when you've been around for 30 plus years, you have the honor of inspiring people in their youth, and when they become seasoned gray veteran adults like myself, they come back around and they want to realize a dream they had at that time, and that's what this car is. So, you know, we set out, of course, the DNA had to be V6. So the VR6 got pushed in, the 3.2 out of the R32, and some might say, well, why wouldn't you just go buy a Mark IV R32? Again, you know, when a car takes you through the gut of your life journey and it's there for you, it generates a bond that's hard to explain. And it's not about dollars, it's not about practicality, it's about realizing a vision. Our talented upholstery team at Velocity did their thing to bring all sense of everything Volkswagen, which, you know, in my era it was plaid, and infuse that DNA into the interior. Our in-house electronics guru rekindled and reimagined the dashboard, and, you know, we've got a full color display, the VAD Pro's on demand, everything that you would have loved to have had back in 2002. But the violence comes under the hood on this one, and I talked with the owner about building it. I said, look, let's not go about the all-wheel drive right now. Try to enjoy what the most hopped up GTI would feel like on the interstates. So we have 575 horsepower and 550 foot-pounds of torque going through a posi differential 6-speed front-wheel drive gearbox. And I tell you, this thing is an absolute monster to hang on to. It will give you enough entertainment to scratch all the adrenaline out of your veins in a matter of minutes. But you can't beat the sound that the VR makes. You know, I can't wait for the owner's first impression when he gets behind the wheel. Last time he sent it up to me, he had a tired 190,000 mile 1.8 turbo under the hood. And now it's coming back with a fresh, hot to trot, turbocharged. It started as an FTX550. A very healthy 550 when it turned 575 on the dyno, but she'll get the job done. So we're gonna go for a little drive. You know, there's gonna be a neat feature, a lot of images on this. You're gonna see our monster big brakes front and back, custom HRA wheels. Literally, you take a Mark IV, you open up the toolbox, you make an open canvas and say, just build it how it should have been built. And the only last piece that would make this car perfect would be the all-wheel drive, but then it wouldn't be a GTI. So that's a bridge that the owner is going to have to cross if he wants to. Right now, he's got, in my mind, the ultimate Mark IV GTI. They came in late 03-04 with a VR6 at 2.8. The 3.2 is that much more. And he should have a lot of enjoyment out of this little machine. Yeah, okay, well, when it surprises the driver, right? You know you've done something. Shit. You know, I love shows like Yellowstone. I love watching the bull riders. I just think I felt what it felt like to be a bull rider. Might have to adjust the compression a little bit on this. neighbors are not going to like him. Wow. That gets your heart pumping. How was it on the passenger side?
Butt clenching.
Right? Jeez.
Well, the front wheel drive is scary.
A little bit. Like I say, it feels like I'm on a bucky Bronco. Yeah, shit.
Have we ever built a front wheel drive? Like
Did back in the day a lot. Mark 3s, Mark 4s. A lot of them came back for all-wheel drive. You get that? Need some heat. Oh, okay. You want to be 18 again? This is a set of this car reminds me of a set of sparring gloves. When you just get the heavy in the garage and you just want to just start whacking on it. That's what this car is. That's wild. All right, well, might be getting little balls of sweat up here hanging on to this beast. I think I've gotten too used to all-wheel drive and forgot what it feels like to wrangle in an absolute terror. And this thing's like a 800-pound gorilla that you threw a pot of scalding water on. What a beast. And not that I can't drive it like a civil adult. I choose not to. That's the difference. That's the option that this beast is going to offer its owner. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jose. Your wife is not going to like you. Or she'll be terrified. One or the other. I might recommend no big high RPM downshifts in the neighborhood because the flames out the back and the crackles might make the cats jump off the fence posts.